What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Dr. Austin Ivins, joined with Coach John Hanna, and welcome back for another episode of Performance and Strategy Tips. We've got 18.2 this week. I hope you guys did great at 18.1, and if not, that's okay. We've got 2 more scoring opportunities this week.
Yeah.
So we've got a 2-part workout. If you guys have missed it, we've got a first Metcon section, and then we've got a strength section. So that first section, we've got an ascending rep count from 1 to 10 of dumbbell squats and burpees. So 35-pound dumbbell for the women and 50-pound dumbbell for the men. And then right after that workout, we're going right into a one rep max clean, all in the span of 12 minutes.
Yes, so if you don't complete the Metcon, you are not going to be able to score on the clean. This is the first time they've introduced this piece, so for those who were thinking about, hey, I'm not going to try on this Metcon and get a great clean score, not going to be an option this year.
Definitely. I think the Metcon was overlooked as being a little easy. That is not the case. We do not want to disrespect this Metcon. It is a burner.
I promise you it is.
Dave Castro posted on his Instagram. The tip were embers, and it is sticking true to form.
Yep.
All right, so getting into these movement standards. John, can you go over the dumbbell squat for us?
Absolutely. So we have 2 dumbbells this week. We will be cleaning the dumbbells up to a front rack position. You have to start fully locked out, right? So no matter if you squat clean, power clean, or muscle clean, you need to stand it all the way up before you can count a squat. Hips locked out at the beginning, all the way down, hips below parallel, and then stand all the way up to finish the squat. That's your 1 rep. So just one more time, no squat clean to start.
No.
Nope. So for the dumbbell positioning in the first few rounds, there's going to be a lot of transitions, so you probably just want to stick with a front rack position, kind of like we do in a front squat. From rounds 5 to 10, it can definitely benefit athletes to actually put the dumbbell on their shoulders and just kind of hold them in place with your hands. That can help you be way more stable and not fatigue your arms, which you're going to need for the burpees and the clean.
Absolutely. We've seen the bells in a position of one bell on the shoulder, up over the top, gripping onto that. I think it's a way more taxing on the core, the shoulders, and that grip.
Agreed. Awesome. Bar facing burpee.
Facing burpees.
This is a pretty good movement for you.
Absolutely.
Go over that one?
Yeah. I kind of love burpees. I know that sounds really weird, but you know, they're simple and they'll give you a great workout. For these burpees, I want to stress, make sure to go to the CrossFit Games website and check out the new standard as they have rolled out with this movement. So, if we're doing this RX, we have to make sure that the feet go back together, come up and make contact with the ground together, and then when we jump over, they have to make contact with the ground together. Okay, so some synchronized footwork there. If you're off for whatever reason, if you're doing it scaled, it's okay. If you're off during the RX workout, it's going to be a no rep, and this isn't a workout that we're going to want to get no rep in. Seconds really matter in this first workout.
And off meaning one foot lands before the other.
Yes.
Right? So if that is the case, you need to step back over the barbell, re-accomplish that jump over. Whether it was your feet landing 1-2 on the other side or taking off 1-2.
Yes.
Just make sure you leave the ground with 2 feet, land with 2 feet.
Yeah, so redoing any of the individual parts of that burpee that you got no rep on. I think that's a huge portion.
Yep.
If you miss the jumping over the bar, if you land 1-2 jumping over the bar, just go back and jump over the bar again. You don't need to go back and do a full burpee.
Yep.
Cool. All right, John, let's go into some pacing for this workout.
Yeah, so this is how we should think about the workout. There's a lot of transitions in the beginning. You are not halfway through the workout until you're finished with the round of 7 burpees.
Brutal.
So let's use the first 5 to 7 rounds. Let's use the transition time to just walk to the next element, okay? That's kind of a way to self-meter your pace and not go too fast. Most people are not going to be breaking up these movements. So take a little time, move in from step to step. If you feel like you're really, really burning out before you accomplish the burpees in round 7, then take a couple deep breaths. You need to slow that pace down, because after round 7, you still have 55 reps to go. Gonna bait you into going out too fast here. That's why Dave went 1 to 10 instead of 10 to 1.
Absolutely. And then we have the clean afterwards. So making sure that we're setting up that bar with, we think, about 65% of your 1 rep max clean.
Yep.
Okay? That's going to be a very big confidence booster during that portion of the workout. When your legs are noodles and trying to hit that first clean, it's going to feel completely different than if you were doing an Olympic weightlifting session in the gym.
Definitely. That 65% clean will not feel easy. Trust us and the athletes that we've worked with. It's been a fight for everyone. Most athletes that have a few minutes are recovering enough that their second clean, which is heavier, happens to feel a little easier than the first. But it's really, really important to stay away from risking getting a good score on the Metcon and then not getting a score on the clean because you went out too heavy.
Yeah.
So get one in the bank that you just know you're gonna hit, and then make sure you have a partner or a coach there to load your barbell for you. That's totally allowed, and you should utilize that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then somewhat figuring out ballpark on when you're going to finish this workout, because that's going to differentiate kind of how many attempts you are going to have on that clean.
Yep.
Okay? So I finished up just under 6 minutes, so that gave me about 5 to 6 reps to play with afterwards. I knew I wanted to take about a minute rest after the workout, so I actually laid down. I laid down on the ground, got off my legs, started to slow my breathing again, and then I was able to get up and take my first attempt a minute afterwards.
And I feel like that's a really good rule of thumb for all athletes, no matter when you finish, is that you should try to shoot for 1 rep a minute and no more, because we're talking about over 65% of your maximum after a brutal workout.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's going to feel really different going into that first attempt. All right, so going into some equipment, I do think that wearing your Olympic weightlifters during the Metcon is going to be huge. We've got a ton of squats in there, so you're going to want to preserve your legs as much as possible. Making sure too that you're thinking about the Olympic lift afterwards. So let's not waste time after that workout. Yes, there will be recovery period, but tape your thumbs, do whatever things necessarily that you are comfortable with going into that Olympic weight or the clean portion beforehand. And if you can wear some of those things, tape your ollies, your knee sleeves during the workout, I recommend to do so.
Most people seem to be having great success wearing the more modern Olympic weightlifting shoes that have flexible toes. A lot of CrossFitters are wearing those already.
Yep.
If you do have those, I don't think there's going to be any issue with the burpee. Just make sure you try them out before the WOD.
Absolutely. All right, John, take us through some pre-workout warm-up.
Awesome. So we're going to be doing a lot of work with our quads. Let's make sure you mobilize your lateral quad. We'll link a video from the Source Chiropractic on how to do that. Do some foam rolling there. Then we'll do a couch stretch just to your current range of motion, since we're doing it before the workout, for 3 sets, about 30 seconds each side. After that, get a good cardio warm up in, and then we're gonna wanna do a couple rounds of 10 reps of the dumbbell squat and 10 reps of the bar facing burpee, with about 5 minutes rest in between to get a feeling of what that pace is gonna feel like at the end of the workout.
Absolutely. And then going to some post-workout recovery. So we didn't feel too bad after this workout, surprisingly. You can probably expect to be pretty sore in your quads and low back. But this is a workout that you could potentially do again later in the weekend if you're not already planning to do it on Monday. A very compressive workout on the system with the squats and the heavy clean. So I would recommend some recovery strategies to be more decompressive. So chiropractic, floating, cupping, and taping. So I think those are going to be some great recovery options for you there. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Again, check out the comments below. We're going to put a bunch more information down there, videos on some warm-up strategies, as well as some potential tips that we may have forgotten during the video.
Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we're excited to see how you do this week. And moving forward with 18.3, we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. See you soon.
Bye.